Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Ray-Ban RB3735 Bain Bridge sunglasses. But first up, like today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These are the standard size, and they have 57mm lenses and a 17mm bridge. They also do produce these frames with a larger lens size, which has 60mm lenses and the same 17mm bridge. But for the average person, I would definitely recommend the standard size, which again has 57mm lenses here. And as far as the exact colorway that I have on in today's video, these have Ray-Ban's polished black frames with their dark gray crystal glass lenses. If we take a closer look at the frames, we can see a painted on Ray-Ban logo here in the top right corner of the sunglasses, and then also a little etched RB logo here in the middle left lens. We can also see the really interesting bridge here. So we can see a relatively straight top bridge, and then the lower bridge, it has this really interesting kind of curve to it. This is basically the same curve that's found on the new Ray-Ban Old Aviator that they just released. That's weird to say new old, but that's what they call it. It's called the Old Aviator. And same kind of like swooped curved bridge there, which allows for extra room around the nose and also definitely adds a lot of styling here as well. So really interesting styling here from the front. If we take a look here at the outside temples, we can see there is a little etched Ray-Ban logo here in the middle of the temple. And then we can see super long temple tips, which are really interesting. These are made out of a kind of like plastic or acetate material. I'm not entirely sure, but they definitely feel really good. It feels like they're kind of normal acetate temple tips, and it's going to be really long, so they're going to fit behind the ear completely here with a ton of room to spare. And I'm not sure exactly why they decided to go with that type of design here with this pair of frames. It definitely looks interesting. Now here with the black on black, it's probably going to look the most boring. With the silver, you have a clear and translucent temple tip, which is going to add a little bit more detail to it and kind of make sense more, if that makes sense, where these are just black. So they're going to kind of blend in with the frame. It's really hard to tell unless you can see what you're looking for there. Really interesting stuff there. Now these frames are going to be made in Italy, and they say here in the inner right temple of the frames, they say Ray-Ban made in Italy. And the build quality here is really good. Everything feels very nice and premium. They have 3-barrel all-metal hinges, which feel really good when opening up the frames and when closing them. They also do have fully adjustable nose rests. You can actually bend these out and give them a custom fit to the face. And they do have a little etched RB logo through them for authentication purposes. And they also do have a little etching here on the underneath of the top ridge, which says 5717, which stands for the lens size and the bridge width of the frames. If you got the larger size, it would say 6017, of course. Now, if you take a look here at the inner left temple of frames, you can see the exact color code and Luxottica information there as well. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, these frames offer pretty decent coverage from sun actually. So here up top, we can see there's a little gap that lets sunlight in unprotected right here in the corners. And then here on the side, again, there's a little gap, but definitely nothing too crazy. I would say these frames are above average when it comes to coverage for Ray-Ban sunglass lineup. And as far as weight goes, these frames are relatively lightweight, coming in at 34 grams. So they are an all-metal frame, of course, with all glass lenses. So 34 grams is definitely a good weight to them. And I can honestly wear these frames all day long without any discomfort. They feel really good. And then the new kind of temple tip here is very comfortable as well. So just a very decent, comfortable pair of frames that fits my face really good right out of the box. And it is a metal frame, so it's super easy to make adjustments to get a really customized fit for this pair of frames. I do definitely like the double bridge of the frames as well. And I really do kind of like them in the colorway. It kind of reminds me of kind of like an FBI vibe or Secret Service vibe with the double bridge and kind of the frames completely blacked out here. But they, of course, are sold in a ton of different colorways as well. Now, probably the only downside of these frames is going to be the price. A non-polarized pair is going to run you $190, which is definitely pretty expensive. And then a polarized pair is going to run you $230. So that's definitely very expensive and kind of getting to the Randolph Engineering pricing point. Once you start getting into that, $200 plus price. And we also have these frames available on our website for a substantial discount off the original MSRP. So make sure to check these frames out in the link description down below to shadereviewstore.com. And if you're looking to shop every single different colorway that they produce, I'm going to also make sure to leave a link description down below directly to Ray-Ban's website as well if you're interested posted current pricing and availability on their website. That is an affiliate link, so it's going to help out the channel. So I do appreciate if you use any of the links that we link in the description down below. But overall, I think it's a really good looking pair of frames. Definitely kind of something nice and relatively modern coming from Bain. Just another new fresh style, and I'm happy that they made another fresh style in Italy. It seems like most of the pairs they're making that are new are made in China. It's nice that they're actually making another metal frame here in Italy. So hopefully these will be around for a while and they're gonna last for a long time. But yeah, that's all guys for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up below. And of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.